Hey folks, I've returned and today we're going to take a look at base locations for you guys on Ignis, from the high level to the low level and everything in between. Please note that this is my opinion and I'm sure there are many great locations that I haven't even found yet, so let's go over what makes a great location to begin your build. It needs to be defendable. It can be a base on high ground, in a place that's hard to access, in the middle of a body of water, in a pit of lava. Any way that makes it more difficult for players to get to you and mobs is great. Attractive. No one wants to build a base that doesn't look good. I'm going to be taking into consideration the views and the environment and just how everything looks around your base. Good access to resources. Having a base near a lot of red ore rocks is highly valuable because you need those iron and those gold ingots the more you go into the game. Access to rare minerals. To the northeast we have the Meteor site, which is the only place in the game to get irisite. Then we have Amethyst, another rare resource only obtainable by crafting or at various geodes. And then Obsidian, also only available by crafting or at the various geysers around the world. Being near fast travel towers is a nice advantage. It's not massively crucial when you can fly, have a decent mana pool or a mount, but can still make getting to opposite ends of the map fast and convenient. I'll be putting all the coordinates of the bases in the description down below, so don't miss that. Okay, so now we've addressed what makes a good base, let's go over one of the lower level bases, and I'm massively fond of the islands to the southeast of East Reach. They're super easy to get to if you spawn at East Reach, and it's a very good location for an early game base. It's also fairly out of the way, so probably wouldn't even be that contested. It's sitting right on top of a red ore spot and an amethyst geode. Expect high level players with their bases built on the east side to occasionally come for the amethyst every now and then, but hopefully they won't bother you and maybe you could even establish some kind of trading relationship. People are just generally lazy, and if you're low level, I very much doubt they're going to waste their time attacking you. It's a good location that can last you till late game, it has a nice view, and occasionally you do get the odd dragon spawn, so it might be a nice place to pick up your first mount. Okay, so on to our next location. Let's look at the Sleepless Mountains. They're set right in the middle of the map, so have great access to everything, and they're also quite hard to get to without flying. There is a track that leads up the back, so maybe if you're going to build there, you need to overlook it or find some way to guard that. It has great access to natural resources, and red ore rocks absolutely plague the Sleepless Mountains. But it's a good plague, it's a welcome one. So you can get so much iron ore and gold ore at any time you need it. There's also a nice little catacombs on top of one of the mountains, which is my favourite place to build, that gives you a decent spawn of dark essence. It's also in not too dangerous of a location. There aren't too many dragons flying around for you to have to deal with, but you can find the odd eagle, which again gives you a great way to get eagle feathers. It's a decent mid-tier to high-tier base. I'd recommend this between levels 10 and maybe 40, but it can last you from straight from the beginning right into late game. Okay, so now on to one of my personal favourites and somewhere that will always hold quite the spot in my heart, Ember Crescent. Now, if any of you guys saw the castle building contest that was done by Blue Isle, this is where I built the tower that won it. So it's already a great location for you to build at and it looks damn pretty. It has almost everything you want to a base. It's super close to a whole island of ore rocks and it's right next to geysers which give you very easy access to Obsidian. Being only a 2-minute flight as well from the Meteor, you also have very easy access to irisite. However, it isn't near many very good leveling spots and is in a fairly high leveled area, so you need to be careful of the mobs, and for this reason I wouldn't recommend it to anyone below level 20. All in all, I do think this is a great base, but the lack of access to low level herbs mean you need to get to a decent stage in the game before you consider moving here. Now on to one that I'm sure everyone saw coming. Mount Obsidian, or the Lava Mountain. This place looks incredible. There's a huge amount of high level mobs that spawn there, so it can be also a great location for XP. However, it's not near any rare resources, so you will have to travel to get those. It does look so damn pretty though, and you can build some truly epic fortresses. I'm still planning to build a tower that comes straight out of the lava spire in the middle, and I can't wait. I wouldn't recommend building here till at least level 30. Having a dragon mount will be a huge bonus to being able to make manaless resource runs. However, if you can keep up a good supply of iron and gold ore and precious stone, then this is an incredible place to build a base. This is definitely a base that can last you from mid-levels straight up to the highest levels, no problem with that. Now on to my absolute personal favourite, Blackwater Basin, All of the coasts here are great locations for you to build a base, and you can go from somewhere quite discreet to somewhere very, very open. I prefer the south side, however. It's a great location to build a water base, which, similar to Ember Crescent, I'd recommend. Water bases are really great. You'll never be able to get harassed by enemy mobs, and they provide decent defensive advantages against players. The only way for them to get to you is either to fly or to swim or go over your land bridge, which you can heavily defend. It's super close to the meteor site, which is the only way to get iris sight. Plus there's a pirate there you can kill for good XP and some nice loot. It's also very close to the famous Tazrook labyrinth, which is one of the best caves in the game for red ore rocks, and is also an incredible cave to level in due to having huge amounts of undead and a guaranteed pirate. This makes it a very good location to farm Dark Essence too, which is a super valuable late game commodity. It is, however, a very late game location for you to build, and I wouldn't recommend this base to anyone below level 35. There's no lower tier herbs, and there's a huge amount of high level mobs. Okay, so that's it. There's 5 great places for you to build a base. However, I'm pretty sure I haven't caught every single place on the map to build yet, so I'd love to hear your suggestions on where I could go next. I'm always looking for more exciting building projects, so please leave your suggestions in the comments below. I really hope you enjoyed the video and it helps you guys out. From level 10 to level 60, there's so many great locations for you to build in Ignis, and here's just 5 of them. I also want to thank everyone for the really kind words about my dad passing away. You guys really helped me get back on my bandwagon, and I'm super happy to be making videos for you lot again. So, if you liked the video, give it a thumbs up. If you didn't, give it a thumbs down, but maybe tell me why in the comments below. I'm always looking for ways to improve my content, and you could really help with that. I'm also looking at doing more community content. One of the things I want to do is look at other people's creations and go around and showcase them in my videos. If this is something you guys would like to see, definitely comment below if you'd be interested. So anyway, that's it. My name is Zagwitz. Thank you so much for stopping by, and I will see you guys next time.